of all, I wanted to thank you for hosting this forum. We've been looking forward to visiting with the other candidates, and I appreciate Mr. Cowan coming, and wish that Mr. Skelton would have appeared as well, because I think you, the voters, deserve the opportunity to hear from those who want to represent you and work for you, and have an opportunity for you to ask us questions, and so we can get to know each other and have an informed vote. So thank you for hosting this, and thank you all for coming. I drove down here on this beautiful day on Friday afternoon, and I thought, who's going to come on a beautiful Friday afternoon? But I am encouraged to see so many patriots. You have to be a patriot and love your country and care about it to be here, and thank you for doing that. I just wanted to let you know a little bit about myself and some of the views and what I believe our vision is, and what opportunity we have here in this election to turn things around. Bottom line, the reason that I'm running for Congress is because I believe the liberals in Washington, D.C. are ruining this country, and it needs to be stopped. And I think somebody needs to stand up to Nancy Pelosi and say no, and our current congressman isn't. And so if you sit here, actually I want to go beyond that. I mean, I hope I don't have to say no to her, because I hope we will be one of the 40 seats that switches leadership across this country from a leader who votes for her for speaker to someone who doesn't, so she's not even in power. So that will be really, I think, our main goal that we have got to do. I am just one of you. Some of you know me, some of you don't, so just briefly about myself. I grew up at Archie. I'm a farm girl. My mom and my dad, my sister and I, we raised corn, soybeans, wheat, cows, and pigs. So that's who I am. I went to MU to school and got my education degree. And my first year out of MU taught in Lebanon, Missouri, and enjoyed that tremendously, and then got engaged and married, moved back to Cass County, and I taught another 10 years there. My husband and I farm today, the same type of farm, and we're cutting our soybeans right now, and glad to see it's dry. Things are going well there. We'd like to plant some wheat. I don't know if any of you guys are farmers, but we can't find any seed wheat, but that's a whole other story. But anyway, things are going good on the farm. We also have a small business. We sell farm equipment. Some of you from Vernon County may be familiar with Hartzler Equipment Company. We sell Case IH tractors in New Holland. And so we have 3 stores in Harrisonville, Nevada, and Lamar. So we've been in business several years now, and know the struggles and the opportunities of trying to run a small business in this country, and try to deal with government regulations and government taxations and all that they put in our way to try to prevent us from being able to grow our business and create more jobs. And so I have a little first-hand experience with that, and I'd like to help take that common sense to Washington, D.C. But I also had the opportunity in 1994 to run for state representative. Some people in Cass County and Johnson County asked me to do that, and we did. I was very honored to get to work for the people of that area for 3 terms, so 6 years I served in the Missouri House, and that's where I got to know Ronnie. And so good to see you again, and I'm glad you could be here. And Morris is there too, Senator Westfall. So it was an honor to serve. And the last few years I've been back home. I'm a mom and wife, and more involved in our business and community. And Governor Blood appointed me chairperson of the Missouri Women's Council, and I headed that agency, the Department of Economic Development, for a couple of years. And 2004 was asked to head up the state marriage campaign. And you remember there was a few judges in black robes in Massachusetts that decided they knew better what the definition of marriage should be for the people of Massachusetts than the people of the state. And they imposed their will on the people. And so in Missouri we said, we don't want to do that. And we took proactive steps to have a say in what we thought the wise policy should be. And of course we passed that with 71%. So we've been involved in a lot of different things. But what I'm concerned about right now is that I believe we have a jobs crisis. I believe we have a debt and spending crisis. And I believe we have a crisis in the way that Washington does things, the values of Washington and the values of our country. And I think we need to turn all those things around. And before I get to what I think are some of the solutions, I just want to say that our current congressman is, I believe, a part of all the problems here. And I probably wouldn't be running in the, either if our congressman wasn't casting our vote for Nancy Pelosi for Speaker. And then if he didn't squander our vote by giving it to her 95% of the time. We are not Nancy Pelosi here.